Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back in the Elden Ring, specifically in the Belurat jail. Same session. I just went to go get some water, so... Man, I wasn't even out there yet. Got some bear traps here. Got some jars here too. Frozen maggot. It's a new item. 6 of them, in fact. Frozen maggots that somehow continue to wriggle. Material used for crafting items mainly found in jails. The maggots develop in great jar innards and are an invaluable source of sustenance to the prisoners. Great jar innards. Interesting. Mainly found in jails as well. Does that imply that maybe jails are like the equivalent of catacombs in the base world? Like instead of... Well, these are maggots right here. He was like crying on top of them. It's weird. Ah, corpse is what this message says. So yeah, that's kind of confirming my theory that they're just shoving bodies into these jars. Okay, yep. And wearing the Albinoric head. Very good. That's a good message. I'm sure that guy never needs to heal. Is it a gorgeous view? I mean, he is saying, hey, look around. I'm always looking around. Oh. No more? Both of these two were like literally crouching. I also did not expect the trap. They were crouching on top of the maggots again. He really did just turn the corner. Like that was a much better attempt at an ambush. These people are really trying to... everyone's trying to farm their messages. Just silver horn tender, a little bit of greed to get you to run into an ambush. This is one of those situations where it's like, where if you see the dude, surely there's more, right? This might be the first time we've done this in quite a while. Why don't we just shoot one of these nerds? Who cares? Headshot. He's farther away, so I'm doing less damage. I wonder if he hit me if I would have collapsed. 3 messages. Door, you don't have the right. You don't have the right. Well, my 99999. That one too many nines? I've never seen a message like I've had. You rarely see messages with numbers that high. I'm not even reading them at this point. I'm just looking at the number and I'm like, dang. Likely on the brink. That's actually a great message. Interesting. This is cool how we're like kind of breaking into a jail here. Thankfully all the doors are open because otherwise I would have no idea. I guess we're getting these maggots even though we don't know what they do. There's just like no reason not to kill those dudes. Also, I recognize we have souls. I should have leveled up. I was thinking about it in between episodes, like what we're gonna put our points into, and it's the only reason why I haven't put any points in anything, like, is because I'm not quite sure where to put them. So I'm wondering maybe we just stack decks now, and we continue using this sword, but we look for other things that we can use as a result. Perhaps start using some curved greatswords or other weapons that might scale both well in strength and dex. And maybe we'll end up doing more DPS versus this sword. The sword's not going anywhere, right? I'm not gonna respec out of 50 strength, right? So Thaw Frost Bolus alleviates buildup of frost. Ice-hued boluses made from cave moss. This must be just something we haven't found yet in the regular world. It's kind of funny. If so. Also, it's kind of interesting that, like, yeah, I guess it is, you know, colder underground usually, but like it's frozen down here. Thankfully I got sandals on. Didn't really realize it's sandals. Maybe we gotta switch up the fashion real quick. Back to the barbarian starting wrappings. Oh please, not the jar, anything but that. I promise I won't ever do it again, really. This is like so on the nose here. I swear a living saint I'll surely be. Oh my gosh. So just in case you hadn't equated that they're shoving bodies into the jar. Like I already knew that because Warrior Jar Alexander like explicitly said he was gonna look for more bodies as well. Visions of Warrior. I wonder if there's a reason why these jars haven't come to life versus the ones that do. If that it involves the potentate. Because the potentate, I guess, would be someone who looks for potential in others, right? And specifically, I guess in this case, potential in their body. Because I imagine what happens is they just shove a bunch of bodies into the jar. They eventually rot and like emulsify. And then with the fungal mushrooms that are put in there as well, as evidenced by the mushroom item descriptions we've been finding, the fungus probably just like, you know, takes over and becomes an entity. Speaking of, perhaps... Is this what it looks like inside a warrior jar? I was really hoping I could look at its corpse. I don't like all the red stains around here, which is why I was like, we just gotta kill it. But yes, perhaps there's a potentate going around filling jars with extra, you know, potential bodies, I guess. The soldiers who joined the crusade were rewarded with grace aplenty. Of course you're gifted grace if you're following America's orders. I'm just gonna drink this, I don't see why not. Oh, we gotta drop now? Why is it always bloodstain? I see what's going on. Not even a message here? I mean, I guess I can leave a message. Maybe I can farm. I'm just looking if there's anything interesting. What am I looking for? Things? Is jar a thing? I guess not, because otherwise people have been calling them warriors and like bodies. Dang. Can I get smart with it? Is it enemy? Are jars enemies? I mean, they are sometimes. do prayer instead of point down. Praise the warrior. It's twofold. It's like, yeah, these are the warrior jars you should praise, and also you're praying as you go down. And also, if you praise me, you're praising the warrior, because I am just a warrior. Fun. It's like the opposite of getting over it. Getting under it. Found the warrior jars. I got under it. And I'll never get over it. Dang, alright. You know what time it is. Do you? Do I? It's time for the run back. Okay, that time you definitely did better. I ain't got time for y'all. Nor you. That man just like flailed. Saw the candle and thought it was maybe an item. Then we gotta go in through the hole in the wall. Got some battle music going. Nice little break room. Why does that one only have 2 chains? 2 chains? This one also only has 2 chains. I wonder if they did that on purpose, because sometimes having 3 was too much. Yeah, this also seems like a bit of a scary fall, but honestly... Oh. Thanks message for almost screwing me up. Just use some cotton. I feel like at this point, if we use cotton, we might actually just be unable to die here. Even if we failed that. Sometimes it be like that. Alright. It's cool, we're getting more lore about the jars, although it is just kind of spelling out, because like I feel like I figured this out before this DLZ existed. Okay, we're gonna see how these guys actually function. Alexander, is that you? My friend? No? They are some ugly creatures. First off, beautiful. I think I disagreed with that even before I read that statement. Looks like it's a pretty big location. Are they... It looks like they have like a blindfold on. Also, it was doing like a weird animation there. I wonder if it was about to explode or something. Don't really like this situation here. This is a crab, I guess. It's a hermit crab. Yeah, okay. It's definitely doing, if you get it below maybe half HP, it seems to want to explode or something. Scraps of flesh for filling great jars. Rancorous spirits cling to the pinkish red, twitching meat. Throw at enemies to inflict damage. This is what becomes of the condemned, who get sliced up and stuffed into jars to become saints instead. Become saints, eh? Okay, buddy. We might be okay now. Okay. We did have to pray for a good trade right there, but it worked out. Behold God. I mean, yeah, they're calling the sentient jars saints, apparently. Maybe it even just said, beware you trapped, and pointed down, and I was like, no. I'm thinking, maybe Warrior Jar Alexander is a saint. And I let him down. Interesting little design down here. This one is alive. I popped that jar. This one's extra big? Uh-oh. Okay. It almost looks like a brain on the back of it. I imagine that's the way to go behind that. Maybe not. Some lost ashes. I don't see anything interesting over there. Let's double back. Trying to get all these maggots because I don't, you know, at some point we'll stop getting them. And we just circled around. Couple paths. Smithing stone 6. Not bad, not bad. Couple of items. Maybe should have read that message. Okay, I kind of got lucky on the backswing there. Got a lot of souls. Quite a few levels worth, perhaps. Inner meat. A hefty cracked pot. We saying we got new pots? I guess that makes sense. We have to have new pots if you want them to be bigger. And like at least 2 more dudes around here. A man lived with like 1 HP. I don't know where that other guy went. Did we get all the items here? This is where we started exploring. Oh, I broke the thing up here. Dang it. There was like a stool that I used to jump up there and I broke it when I jumped, I guess. I'm gonna say that I probably got all the items. There was one more dude though. Oh. I'm glad I kept searching. Whoa. For a second, I was like, what's on my face? Oh yeah, the mask. The giant mask. It was just a quick attack. Not the quickest, but quick enough to get you. I think that's it, probably. It was like just out of range of that attack, conveniently. Really? That's it, eh? Got a little too curious. They're like, nah. Ah, there's even more. Oh, that's bad. At least I stunned it. These don't seem to be that scary, but I'm a little excuse me, a little worried about them in general, I guess. Ooh, I wasn't sure I could actually fit through there. I did see an item over here though. Up there. Or is that just a candle? Oh, it's just a candle. I really am losing my mind. Oh, well. This is a huge room. I don't quite realize how vast this room is. Also, what the heck? We're underneath? I guess that makes sense. The jail is like over here. We're pretty deep. Underneath the city. Or the tower, I guess. Okay, now we gotta figure out... I think it was this way. These white candles are also throwing me off a little bit because I keep thinking I'm seeing items. Smithing stone 3 for the efforts. Okay. Really? Jeez, I didn't even see these. Really? I guess I fought back enough. Okay, good. That's always a good effect. Human bone shard. I don't believe you. Two people are saying turn back. What the? What the? Where's this? That's okay, that's where we fell. Right? That doesn't seem right. Where are they taking us? Oh, okay, this is where we were. Neat. Gonna ride with this guy. No. Okay, gotta get off the elevator this time. Not quite sure what this is gonna accomplish. That's cute. Don't like this. Yeah, but what did I do? I just recall there are like invisible dudes that we saw before. Not quite sure why we would mention that. It was a nice oh. Oh my god, I did it again. 3 failed R2s. Sometimes it be like that. Alright, well. What do we got going on here? A great jar which fits comfortably over the head when upturned. A tire of the shamans who perform their worship at jails. Increases the power of thrown pots of all sizes. They offer their prayers to the innards of the great jar such that they might be reborn one day into sainthood. This is the cycle of death and rebirth taken into the hands of mortal men. That's fun. This hefty empty pot somehow mends itself when broken. Essential vessel for crafting hefty cracked pot items. The greater potentates of Bonnie Village craft these and store them in a frozen jail. Cool. Well, we gotta have a look, right? Oh, this is huge. This might be a little even more ridiculous than what we were already wearing. I like this helmet, but I also recognize that my thumbnails, because I just take a screenshot of me playing, right? They're gonna look insane now. So, hopefully I won't, you know... I don't know, ruin anyone's day or anything. Don't want to ruin anyone's day or anything. I'm sure anyone who cares about Elden Ring spoilers is playing the game, so... Oh, where does this lead? Oh, this is where... Okay, this is where we were before. But where does this other side lead? I feel like there was somewhere else, wasn't there? Oh, this is just... yeah. Pot room. Storage. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. I imagine there's still a boss. Is it going to be a giant pot? I mean, it's a jail, right? Maybe they actually did jail someone. And that's where we came from. That's the elevator. Off we jump. And we go this way. Those messages basically directly spelled out that extra path for me. I definitely would not have gotten it. Sometimes it'd be like that too. And then if you die here, you probably just respawn right here too. So if you miss that, you would be upset. Um, good luck, have fun. Can't see anything. Demi-human swordmaster ons. Got a magic golem here. Got quite a bit of HP. I'm not gonna let you use your sword on me. Okay, well, I mean, you're doing it right now. Yeah, that attack. Okay, we gotta stop that attack every time. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like he's got much poise. Oh no. I mean, we can. Yeah, surely we'll respawn right here. Okay. Yeah, they kind of took away the concept of runbacks to bosses anyway. You still have to run back to your corpse, of course. Also, we have all those souls. I'm trying to get them and I'm just gonna die. Okay. I jumped over his attack. Oh my god. I like don't know if I didn't panic roll enough or he just like comboed me. I don't think he just comboed me. Man. And now we got these souls on the line. This guy doesn't seem that bad, but I'm just concerned about these damn souls. And because he's small, it's kind of tough to guarantee my hits. Thankfully that back jump. Looked like he like landed on my head there. The sweep is really good versus this guy, the R1s, but catching him in the air with R2s is obviously key as well. I guess we kind of learned that during the Black Jail Night, which is a pitiful performance, by the way. So is this, I guess. Lost sleep over how many times I died on that night there at the start of the DLC. Like, I can trade with him. Oh. Oh. Also, I gotta remember my Estus is extra bad. What? I got so greedy. I was spamming R1, but I was at a deficit because I did 2 charge attacks. Worst part is, I didn't drink there. If I drank, I might have had the stam to get away with that. Because I'm pretty sure our flask is still, yeah. Maybe, oh, we can't change our flask here. That's fine though. We don't need the strength is what I'm realizing on that flask. Perhaps we should be, smarter with it. Alright, bad start. Jeez. It's because if these souls weren't here, I wouldn't be mad at, you know, dying as man over and over. I would be a little tilted, maybe. Just because, you know, it's just a demi-human, right? But what do these messages say? Weak foe or god? He's got such good tracking, too. I already charged that up. I perhaps should have not gone for that. It might have gotten me killed that one time as well. Okay, I was gonna say, at least if he hit me on that jump attack, I would have been a little salty. Instead, I'm a little salty because I'm bad. My tummy's rumbling a little bit, and I realize we're not even halfway through the episode. That's not good. I didn't bring no snack. Get the souls. He almost got me with the hand again. Okay. I was thinking about the damage calculation, and I think I actually probably want to do a double charge attack if I get the opportunity, because it'll flip them up in the air if I hit the second one, and then it'll allow me to get an Oki setup if we're talking fighting games terms, aka I can hit him while he's on the ground or as he's trying to get up. This is not helping, this panic I'm doing at the start of every friggin' round. Yeah. Hey, at least my souls will be a little closer. That was part of what I was doing there. Because again, because of these souls, I'm not thinking about the fight. This is such an annoying run back. Having to run through the tunnel. That's a joke, by the way. Actually drink the potion this time. Really? He knows. He knows I'm gonna get greedy for my souls every time now. That was extra terrible. I guess maybe, hey, we should use this magic fortification spell that is literally right on our bar. That might help a little. In fact, do we have a magic fortification trinket? We do a little bit. Not a good one, but we do. We'll do that, and then sure, try this out. Then get our souls back immediately and get good. I thought I locked on and I did not. I gotta learn when to R1 versus R2. Like, that was an R2 opportunity, but it's okay. Okay, no, it didn't go down how I thought it would. I don't know why I did a double slam there. Maybe I jumped attacked and didn't realize. He kills you so fast. My coaster is soaked. It's like so hot and humid out. I have a glass of cold water and it's just drenched every time now. Not a big fan of casting spells. I was thinking about where to put our points and I'm thinking to myself, you know, you're not a fan of casting spells, so that's why I want to use these souls on decks now, but you know, that involves me keeping them and not just dying. Like, oh my, this is pitiful. Talking about the Black Jail Knight, and I'm getting my butt handed to me. Even though I'm running in and buffing every single time. I should just let these souls rot. But I cannot. Okay, I still got it. I was a little worried about that back roll. Huge. Are you kidding me? Why didn't that second R1 work? Was it because of his pose, or did I miss? Because these R1 slashes are a little inconsistent, it feels like. Alright, let's try this again. Shall we? That's my combo. Double chug combo. Okay. Oh, I didn't get the R1. I didn't get the critical there. That was such greed. I was like, let's go for the charge and maybe I can super armor through the first attack, and that did not happen. Maybe I need more poise, or I don't know. I mean, I was super armoring through a lot of things without poise at the start of the game, so I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary at all. This is not helping that much, I have to imagine, but it is what it is. We should try it. Missing jump attacks sucks, man. That's all I do. See? And I have no stam now. He still does so much damage with his magic. I have so many buffs, it's hilarious. Now we're pulling out these. It's because our trinket also is not very good, right? So what's the order of operations here? We probably want to chug first, put on the spell, eat the liver, put on the shield. bad. Oh, I got so greedy again. This, like I was gonna say, is this even magic damage? It's gotta be magic damage. Obviously there's some frost as well, but frost is not a damage type, right? Yeah, it's not, so. Oh man. Press all my buttons. I'm gonna pull out the meat in a second too. I got my soul so long ago and I didn't even realize. So I was like spamming it. Hopefully the souls are a little closer this time. I'm wasted a dried liver there. This is feeling a bit bad, man. Apparently I have to feel bad about the fight before I'm allowed to succeed in these DLC bosses. Why are you crouching? Dude. That was... That one hurt. That one hurt. Not pleased with that. That one that we just did. Can't even make these. How do I have no Roa fruit? Whatever, we don't need them. Got pretty lucky with the range on that one. Yes. I mean, that's nearly 3,000 damage. Just dead. Oh. What? Didn't like that one either. That one was painful to the psyche. Like you can see the runes. They're taunting me. I like that I still have the runes, because again, if I didn't have these runes, this fight would be over, is what I'm saying. But because I'm a dummy... Excuse me, sir. Like, chill out. Like, ah, man. I'm seeing that Estus down icon on my buff list. I'm like, do we take off the helmet? Oh man, I didn't even put on the buffs this time. Every time. Every time. I'm just so bad at dodging that. Like, I'm not learning because I'm too worried about the dang souls. Like, he catches your roll. You can't roll after that. And every time, I just do it. Smush him flat. Okay, I was like, if we trade with him, we win. That didn't feel good at all. Demi-human swordsman Yosh. Wait, why didn't we get Ons? Ons, a master swordsman who devoted himself to the Starline sword, realized that only ruin awaited at the end of the procession of stars, and imprisoned himself in order to forestall it. However, Yosh, an apprentice who absorbed his techniques, stubbornly refused to heed his master's words and spent entire his life at his side in defiance of his self-imposed seclusion. Huh. That's all, folks. Really? Guess so. The reward was the journey all along. I'm sure that's quite the effective soul or spirit you can summon. Okay, we're back out at the cave. I guess we should sit down. Even though it's a ways in. I suppose we could have teleported in. I guess that person was using items to call others or something. I noticed there were like grates here. Great windows. And we're back outside. The castle directly above us. We explored this lake. We disturbed the dragon. Just gonna ride around the dragon, go to the other side of Grace. We could try to fight it. I do feel like we just spent a lot of time struggling versus that boss though, and I kind of want to do some more exploring now. Because I imagine we'll struggle against this dragon too. And also, we have souls to spend. Let's go to this Grace. Probably should have spent them immediately, but here we are. What if I just, like, do that? I'm not even getting much HP per point now. 24. 25. 25. 24. 24. $50 vigor may be a little much, but whatever. My understanding is stuff will one-shot you no matter what, so... Some stuff, anyway. Alright, let's check out this ailing village here. A lot of bug people. Man bugs. Oh, how it hurts from very tip to toe. Help me, I must ask. Am I human still? Is that the reason I yet suffer so? So while this area this realm of shadows, whatever this province used to be, the people worshipped like the idea of evolving, and I wonder if this is like the bad evolution. Like something happened to this village here, which caused them to evolve into the bug things, and that's why that guy's hurting so bad. I'm surprised there's not an ambush in here. Popper, that's a pretty good message there. It's another word you wouldn't really use too often. Unless you're talking about the Prince and the Pauper. One of the downsides of this open world that they've crafted, there's a lot of buildings and it's like a lot of ruins, so there's not really, you either go into the building because the building doesn't really exist, or you can't go into most buildings. And you know, that's fair. I'm not expecting to go into every building, but there are like a lot of, you know, especially in villages, they don't want you going into buildings very often unless they're, like I said, ruined. I was really hoping to get a double swing in there at some point, and it did not happen. Okay. I mean, not okay. That is also not okay. Got the flask back. Probably should have chugged again, but it's fine. Back up the village. Nice little view where we came from. Nice little view of where we're going. Got a caster here. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. That was just very bad play, but I mean, there's no excuse. There's no but there. What? Apparently they're intangible while they're buffing their friends? Just gonna chug. No. Yeah. Again, man, like, this is frustrating. I guess I just got really lucky before that none of them grabbed me. I lost the souls. It's okay, it was only 50k. Man. There's so many of them. It's always so demoralizing to get grabbed in this game, or in these games, I suppose. It's like, you just watch yourself, guess I'll die now. Why not? Why not make me watch a 2-minute cutscene of me getting digested while we're at it? That's my favorite part. Seriously, why is there so many? I didn't really mean to do that, but you know how it is. Just die, you suck. Like, I don't know what they did to... This is just more damage that they dealt, perhaps. Perhaps. Just piles of corpses here. Why are these ones like slightly tinged? Ailment talisman. Raises resistance to the last ailment suffered. A talisman depicting a soul taken by sickness. While certain ailments are triggered, this talisman grants resistance to that same ailment. When the weak were infected with the dreaded fly sickness, they perished well before the metamorphosis could take hold. Oddly, those who cared for the infected and made certain they were given a proper burial were never afflicted themselves. So how did the original ones get afflicted? I want to read the item again, but... The dreaded fly sickness. I mean, we've seen some like fly attacks previously. They look similar to the pests. But that's just because they're like bug luck, I suppose. They probably aren't all that similar. Was it the food that was infected? What did this man say again? How it hurts from very tip to toe. Am I human still? Is that the reason I suffer so? Okay, I would say we successfully explored all of that. Let's check out this lower ridge here and then we'll go on top of the bridge. Rundown Traveler's Rest. Earnest Visage. Hefty Furnace Pot. A smaller imitation of the furnace golem's visage. A stone mask surrounded by curled horns depicting the fell god of fire that haunts the sagas of the horn scent. Is that Mesmer? That might be Mesmer. Alright, looks like we're done over here. Check out the map again. So we've not like checked out any of this or even down here at all. But I do think we'll probably maybe even continue this way. Maybe we'll wrap. I don't know. Let's just get up there and see what's going on the bridge before we finalize a plan here. Might end this video a little early just because I'm pretty dang hungry, but we can definitely play more for the moment. I haven't heard my tummy rumble in a while, but I'm cognizant that I need to eat. Alright, the bridge is like barricaded. There's the effigy thing over there. Is that what they called it as well? The furnace golem. Elac Great Bridge. Don't really want to rush in. Bridges have bad reputations in Souls games. Okay, so they are going to try to shoot if I approach. I say it's good enough reason to check out more of the field. We don't have to go this way necessarily. I feel like the further you go in any direction, the harder it's going to get. That's kind of how I feel. That would make sense to me. Whereas we can take out more of these birds, no problem. What are these birds even watching though? Like nothing. They're watching each other. We've not been over there. Whoa. That man's fighting a bunch of blood fiends. I feel like I have to go rescue him. I really do not have an easy way to get over there. I hope he's not just gonna die if I don't help him. Because I don't want to go over there right now. I want to fight this effigy. They're a big fan of birds watching items in this game. I suppose they heard everyone's hatred of the Kaled birds and they were like, you know what? Although, you know, maybe this DLC was planned very much ahead of time. And they had the idea of these grave birds before. This is just like an army's fighting over there. Yeah. I thought it would be like an NPC you could talk to. Well, we can go check out that battle later. Don't see a reason to do that right now. Don't see a reason to take out this bird, but here I am. We do so much damage now. You don't always realize it depending on who you're fighting. We got some druids over here. These are like horned druids. Guarding this coffin. Backhand blade. There's more over there. Curved blade weapon. Blade wielded with a backhand grip. A type of weapon wielded by horns sent for generations. The style of combat associated with this weapon is marked by spinning slashes and gouging thrusts. Looks like there's two different varieties. This one's just holding a candlestick, and the other one had a dagger. They dropped some golden horn tender. That's pretty good. I'm assuming it's pretty good. You can sell it, or I think that one gives you souls. Oh yeah, that's definitely the aforementioned furnace golem. Got a cave here. Ooh, cave with a painting. Sacred tower painting. Does this mean... would it be this tower, perhaps? It could be. If so, it might be over here again. We're going back over there eventually, so I'm not too worried that we will forget about that. It'll be fresh in my mind. Do we fight this? What do y'all think? I'm a little worried that it's gonna be an extremely tough fight. Sick. Dude, that has so much HP. Okay, maybe we don't fight that. Maybe we should mark that on the map. And the dragon too while we're at it. There be death. Let's even teleport back over here. Yeah, this is where we started. Start of the DLC right here. I love that the grass takes a second to spawn in. I still want to continue my plan. Let's go towards the fire effigy. I keep calling it that, even though I know it's a furnace golem now. Didn't even check out this little area. The scorched ruins. Right, the map was right there. Nice. I suppose it's only really nice if we use those, but I feel like eventually we will. Looking at this tree with bodies on it, that's not fun. I don't understand why there's like drapes all over this these scorched ruins here. Okay, so the Greater Potentate cookbook is that's all DLC stuff. This feels so real even though I know it's fake. I wasn't sure what that guy was doing. He had like a wicker basket on his back. Didn't pick up the pyroflies there, whatever. I know all your resentment lingers yet, the raw stuff from which I shall surely forge a curse upon the dastard Mesmer's head, upon America's children, each and all. Didn't even get this site of grace here. This is probably one of the first sites of grace they expect you to get. I'm wondering if I should be climbing the drapes. Okay, well, we did a lap of the village. Really didn't have much to show for it. I guess this is the way to go. Way to go! There's a dog. Shadow Realm Rune 2. The Scadu tree is the shadow of the Erdtree. No wonder grace shines ever so brilliantly. Work of a wandering artist, the sacred tower painting. This painter is said to have captured landscapes. The soul of the painter, the vestiges of the dead's last moment can be discovered, right? Nothing really there for lore. I guess the ones with the wicker basket on their back can chuck rocks. I don't know what I was expecting. Just getting started? No, in fact. We've been at it for a while. Big doors. The Blade of Mercy. Raises attack power after each critical hit. A thin bloodstained dagger no longer fit for use. Hornsent employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken but has acquired a spectral aura. That's interesting. We do get some critical hits, so might be worth using for a little bit. Our third trinket slot's not really that important anyway. I feel like now that we're equipping some heavier armor though, we probably need to keep the other two trinkets on. Okay, I'm gonna say that we might have checked out everything here then. I lied. We didn't get this object there, and once again, that sucks. How do we get up there? Convenient doorways that we can use. Oh, you just fall. You just fall. Really? Why is it always dung? I got like 40 black pyroflies. I guess that item is to make you realize you can climb up somehow, right? They want you to know to go up there. Just in case people aren't platforming inclined, you know? So we explored all of that. We died over here messing with the furnace golem. Don't want to mess with it again. Definitely not interested in that. I don't know how many souls we had. How many runes we had. Enough to make that worthwhile, I guess. Assuming we don't just lose it immediately. Alright, I think we're gonna go back this way. Yo, chill. I know that's like antithetical to your very being, but gonna need you to chill out. I was just getting my stuff and getting out of there, you know? It's like when you see an ex and you're like, come on, let me just, you know, I'm not, you know. We're both trying to live our lives here. Erdtree fragment. I'm gonna say there's nothing else here. Dang. That's bad. I was just panicking. Didn't really need to take out all these dudes, but here we are. I suppose there was an item here. Why is it always dung? I saw the movement, I wasn't sure what it was. Why is it always gravestones coming out of the side of the mountains, man? I don't get that. Does any piece of lore ever explain that? 'Cause if so, I'm listening. What's all this then? Another statue. This used to be a shrine by the waterfall. The building has long collapsed, not been tended in years. We have a traditional church down there, actually. So I was suggesting that the churches are tucked away last time we saw one. I would agree that this one is also kind of tucked away. I do think, I guess this is a main road here, so it doesn't quite follow with my idea there, but it's still interesting. So our choices, I mean, I don't know what's down here, but there's definitely this path over here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Or we can cross the bridge, of course. I think those are the main choices for now. Unless there was a way down here that I didn't really notice, but that seemed like folly. Let's see what this forest looks like here. Not that we'll be able to see very well through it. I have to imagine it's going to be pretty dense, a lot of items. A lot of, you know, potentials for death. Per usual. That man slapped me off my horse. He slapped me off my high horse. But I was so high up there. Got my flask back, which is fine. He mostly hurt my soul, you know. So again, we're going back towards the start. I feel like there's not going to be anything over here. Just a slow ride through the woods. Get some flesh from a corpse. We'll eat that later. When I gotta make more meat. It's funny that it's called exalted flesh. Exalted meaning like of high reputation, like very respected type of thing. And then it's made out of like garbage meat, first of all. And then second of all, I just refer to it as meat. Giving it no respect. Even though theoretically it might have carried me through Moog. Definitely need to end this video and eat. Question is, where's a good time to stop? Not in the middle of the woods, perhaps, but maybe we can find a site of grace. It does seem like there's not a whole lot here. I thought for sure there'd be enemies. Did I say enemies? Enemies? See an enemy? But yeah, because this is maybe... Better phrasing. Maybe because this is towards the start of the DLC, they just kind of... gave you an open area to go. What was that? Was that the gazelle yelling at us? It's the second time we've heard a weird noise. This man has a beast claw, and his name is Loger the Beast Claw. Oh, I almost got him with it again. This man's Wolverine. He's Logan. I agree. Time to drink. Dude, they definitely made a reference to Wolverine here. That's amazing. And it's extra good because people definitely use claw weapons to make Wolverine all the time. And now they're just like, nah, he's canon. Okay, I'm at such a deficit. Ah, I got so greedy. Okay, scary fight. I'm glad. Oh, I wasted a flask there, whatever. The Beast Claw. Oh, is this a strength weapon? If this is... Ooh-wee. It's DD. Causes blood loss. Weapon in front of a carnivorous beast. In the form of carnivorous beast, vicious claws. Used to perform bestial slashes, attacks. Uncanny to humankind, an imitation of the esoteric techniques of the horned warriors. Those who carry this weapon wield it as though they have been possessed by a savage beast. That's sick. Does kind of suck that to use all these items you have to upgrade them fully at this point. But they do give you quite a bit of smithing stones, but definitely not enough. I'm sure as you progress more, you can probably just buy a lot of them. Oh, okay, we did get some flasks back, so... That man's definitely, Emily. I got 2 flasks back out of that. What's up with here? Nothing? Another dude. That one seemed to be a bit more resistant than the others. These guys are dropping smithing stones. That's good, because we need 3s and 4s, I think. I think we cannot buy those yet. There's a fire dog there. Okay, so there's nothing beyond Loger, I imagine. I'm gonna say that we continue onwards. I'm now at the point where I probably want to end the episode, but here we are in the middle of exploring a place. Did see a lot of dudes with the fire dogs, so not really interested in fighting the fire dog head on. Do some platforming there, see if there's any more enemies or paths this way. Looks like they changed the fire effects, and it's actually causing like some frame rate issues for me, maybe. This new Mesmer fire. It could be because there's also a rain and a waterfall and a couple bonfires. Still no expansion of the map. Can't really see if there's another map stone nearby. What are the chances this fire dog's scared of my fire? Okay, I will trade with a dog any day. That's like the strat. Well, if you guys are gonna be dropping smithing stones, I'm gonna be killing you. Fire coil. It's a new crafting item or usable item. A device of fire used by Mesmer's soldiers. Lingering embers bundled into a coil, a craftable item. Uses FP to conjure tiny fire snakes from the spot that is thrown. The writhing snakes pursue foes. Fire was once a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank and file soldiers would use it. Rank and fire soldiers. I mean, if they're Mesmer's soldiers, then perhaps they were. It's cute that there's a firefly in there. Still no obvious site of grace, maybe in the church. Okay, there's a big knight in there. We are at 10 flasks now. Can't stop playing. Why don't these guys like react at all? And now we're back at full flask. Mesmer soldier. Greaves worn by soldiers who served Mesmer the Impaler, rusted and crusted in filth from fighting an unending war. Well, it looks like their war ended. They were just sitting around. Time for church. Just feeling them out. I had a feeling they would get greedy. Black steel great hammer. Black knight helm. Ooh. Helm worn by the Black Knight served servants of Mesmer the Impaler, black iron ornamented with gold, a rotten odor stubbornly clings to it. Rotten odor. Perhaps it arises from the tainted nature of the blood that splattered upon it, or perhaps it is the wearer's own blackened soul festering after endless slaughter. I can't even use this weapon. Oh, it requires 17 faith. Weapon of the Black Knight, servants of Mesmer the Impaler, great hammer of black steel with decorative embellishments of gold, blessed with an Erdtree incantation. Further holy imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. Guard counters cost a burst of power. Guard counters. Oh, if I use this to guard? It's got endure. But that means we can change it to something else. 17 faith. That's 7 levels. It could also be, might be able to put on like a trinket or helmet to do that too if we really desire such a thing. I'm intrigued. Because you can't buff this sword, right? So if you can buff that weapon and it's already impressive on its own right, then I'm sort of like, maybe it might be worth all the effort. Because if I must have a holy buff spell by now, and if I could use both of them, that'd be insane. That said, it would require me to, you know, constantly buff the weapon, but perhaps that's good against a boss. Okay, is this a path? What's going on over here? Or is this a dead end? Having not actually fought any of these dudes, that was a little scary. Mesmer Soldier's Axe. Does seem like these dudes are very aggressive, so they'll probably run into my setups easy, get themselves killed. Blessing of America. A special physic blessed by America, the Queen of the Erdtree, completely restores HP and heals all ailments. America once created several of these physics for Mesmer's sake, but never again. These are divine blessings. Wow. The Mesmer Soldier's Axe, weapon used by the soldiers who served Mesmer the Impaler. Steel axe worn from use, a favor to those who lost themselves utterly in their lord's war, capable of performing powerful charge attacks. A standard axe. I wonder what makes it different from the other one. I mean, we can look maybe. I don't think I actually have the other axe still. I got rid of a lot of my items. Oh, this is the one that would scale with strength a lot. The Iron Cleaver. Oh, that was just blood. I was like, was that a red item? Are we done here then? Is there anything beyond the waterfall? It's looking like no. So if this is truly a dead end here, we might have to end this video, which is good because it's going on extra long. But again, I'm just excited to play. I want to play more, but I need to eat. I need to stop playing and eat some food. It does seem like this is just a ledge. There's another furnace golem down there, but it's like way down there. Doesn't seem like we're getting down there anytime soon. I wonder if this is going to be like the opposite of the main map, whereas in this map you start off in these like lowlands and you slowly get higher and higher, take the lift, and then you're out like in the high plateaus where the main city is, right? What if you start in the high plateaus and you slowly have to descend more and more and more? Although this is another highland as well. It does seem like they want us to go not this way though. Looks like we'll have to go up here. Maybe, I'm gonna end this video now. I'm just gonna see if there's anything along here or here, I guess, even though we've already done that, but that's why I'm gonna spare you the you know, without having to watch it. And then I'll probably start the next episode at this bridge, because it seems like that's the place we have to be now, and go across here. Which is fine. I just wanted to see what else we can, where else we could go in the meantime. Cool. So Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, folks.